are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Good. All right. Is there anything I can do for you before we get started?
Nope, I'm fine, thanks.
All right. Okay. Well, I'll first start off asking you. Tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, I am from Lisbon, Iowa.
Okay.
I went to College for 4 years. I'm a communication studies major. College is a liberal arts school. It's very small. Graduated from there, like I said, with a communication studies major, and I'm now just looking for a job. I live here in Cedar Rapids, and just got out of college. So
Yeah, that's neat. Cool. I actually went to college myself, so that's something that we have in common. Okay. So you're applying for the sales account executive here.
yeah.
And I was just wondering, what qualifications do you think you have that makes you think that you'd be successful at Press Citizen Media?
Well, I am a communication studies major, so I communicate very well with people. I mean, that is what I studied all throughout college, is being able to interact, relate, and just be able to work well with people. And I think that's important in any communications or media form of work. So I took a wide range of classes that helped me and my expertise in media. So that would help me. And I've had jobs where working well with people is required, meeting deadlines, being organized, all of that. So
yeah, neat. Well, can you tell me a little bit about your classes that you took?
yeah, I took my first class at that was involved with the communication studies major was Intro to Journalism, and I just took it as a gen ed just to get a feel. When I went there, I had no idea what I wanted to do, so that was my first class. I enjoyed it. That was my first semester, a freshman year, so even after I took it, I still didn't know what I wanted to do, but I continued to take some communications classes, and then my sophomore year I decided that that's what I wanted my major to be. I took a sex, race, and gender in media class, which was allowed me to kind of get an idea of the different, like the diversity that's involved in media. And I took a media writing workshop class also that allowed me to kind of get a feel for more of the technology side of media and working with the different programs like iMovie. And I also took a mass media class and interviewing. So I think I have a wide range of
You do have a wide range. That's crazy. I actually took interviewing too, and I really liked it. Do you like it?
Yeah, I do.
Have you learned a lot?
Mm-hmm.
That's good. Well, okay, out of all the classes you took, which one do you think has really made you, like, which one has, like, influenced your skills the most with communication? I know that they're all communication, but, like, with this job, how could you really, like, which one would you
I think Intro to Journalism is in mass media, just because they have a lot to do with newspapers and writing and publishing and advertising and just putting all of those things together.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think that's what a lot of newspaper is about too. So
yeah, that's good. Another thing that you had mentioned was that you had some job expertise in like job history. Could you tell me a little bit about your job history?
yeah, I worked as a sales associate. So selling and interacting with people is a big part. It's important to relate to people in order to sell products. So, and I also waitress too, which requires a lot of the different communication qualities, being organized, multitasking, being able to satisfy a customer. So.
Yeah, that's really good. I actually did sales associate, or I actually was a sales associate too, so I can relate to that.
Yeah.
That's neat. Okay, so what do you know about us here at Press Citizen Media?
Well, I've heard very good things about your company. I know that it started out as its own company and kind of conjoined with another company, which I believe only makes a company stronger. And I think that working for you guys is a great opportunity for me, and I really think that I can do what it takes to work here.
That's neat. Good, good. That's something that we like to hear, that you know a little bit about us at least. Okay, can you tell me a little bit about your professional goals and how you can relate them to Press Citizen Media?
My professional goals is, one of them is just to be the best communicator I can be. That is what I majored in. That is what I should be capable of doing. At Press Citizen, I think it's important to be able to work as a team to develop a newspaper, and just put all of our ideas together to develop the best possible product we can.
Yeah, that's good. Did any of these goals, like, obviously they probably did relate to your job history,
Mhm.
but can you give me an example of like a time when you had to, like, one of these goals was incorporating your sales associate or
Yeah.
with waitressing?
Yeah, waitressing, you need to communicate obviously with the people you're waiting on.
Yeah.
You need to keep them satisfied, and it's important to really relate to them. Being a good communicator is one of my goals, and I think that being a waitress has helped me communicate, keep me on my toes. Not everything flows so nicely and is together when you're waitressing, and there's a lot of multitasking, and it can get kind of crazy, but just for keeping the customer satisfied is the main thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, okay, another question I have is, if you had to pick one of the most difficult challenges that you've had to face, what would it be?
I think some of the classes I took in college were very challenging. I didn't look at it as a negative thing, though. I think that when you're challenged, you learn a lot more. So some of those classes challenged me, and I've really developed a knowledge for media and technology, more so because of those classes.
Good. That's good. I like that. I like how you said that. Okay, what parts of your job, like meaning with the waitress or the sales associate, did you enjoy the most?
In both jobs, I would say interacting with customers. I love talking to people and relating to them. It's so much more fun when you can find something in common with someone.
Yes.
And interact with them, and it has made me a better communicator, and I think that's something that's really important.
Yeah, definitely. Could you give me an example of something, like, of how you related to your to, like, a customer that you had?
Yeah, I think I waitress in a small town, and I'm from a small town, so I could relate to them. We knew mutual people. As a sales associate, I think a lot of people I knew came in, or if I didn't know them, I could usually find something in common with them. So.
Oh, good. Okay, what would you say was your greatest accomplishment with your past work experience?
I would say developing skills it takes to communicate and work well with others. Being organized, all of those things kind of come into play, and I think would make me a better employee for this company.
Okay. One thing that we need for Press Citizen Media is that a person's really good working with computers. You had said that you've taken some technology courses, like the media one. Have you ever worked with Microsoft Word?
Yes, I have. Pretty much all my classes in college required me to work with Microsoft Word. I took a stats class, actually, and that kind of forced us to work with graphs and tables in Microsoft Word. So I think it's important to kind of cover all of the different aspects, not just typing away on Microsoft.
Yeah,
so.
absolutely. Definitely agree with that.